Kevin Russ is being honored tonight as the 2013 Campbell County Conservation District Cooperator of the Year. The district award is part of the National Conservation Districts Recognition Program. Each district is eligible to nominate an individual, group, or business for the award each year. Kevin was nominated for the award by the Campbell County Conservation District and Natural Resource Conservation Service for his hard work to improve the quality of their land in Campbell County. Kevin and his wife Lisa are both fifth-generation natives of California, Kentucky, and come from farming families. Kevin's grandfather raised tobacco and dairy cattle. Kevin's father also raised tobacco, but was also involved with vegetable production. Between the three of them, they had over 90 years' experience working with tobacco before the buyout ended their family tradition 12 years ago. Kevin graduated from Bishop Brossart High School and attended the University of Kentucky, where he received his Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering. Kevin and Lisa were married in 1994. Lisa is the youngest of 11 children of Nick and Betty Sider, and Kevin is the oldest of 5 children of Harry and Nancy Rust. After they were married, they bought part of Harry and Nancy's farm and built their house and 2 barns there. They have 2 children, Nicholas, age 16, and Anna, age 13. For nearly the past 20 years, Kevin has worked for the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet as a civil engineer. Kevin got his start in the beef cattle business as a senior in high school when he purchased 2 heifers. He now owns a 13-acre farm, manages the 66 acres of his family's farm, rents 53 acres of pasture ground, and sharecrops 15 acres of hay ground, all of which is in the 12-Mile Creek watershed. He has an Angus cross cow and calf operation with about 26 head. He buys his cattle locally and sells them at the Paris of Flemingsburg stockyards. Each year he keeps 4 steers to feed out and sell locally as sides of beef. The rest of his calves are sold as feeders. He has been keeping his cattle operation going for 29 years. Kevin has always had a passion for farming. When he was young, he remembers riding the tractor all day with his dad as he was plowing tobacco ground or cultivating tobacco. He said, "I couldn't wait until I could reach the pedals on a tractor, that I could go on my own." He loves baling hay, whether it is square baling or rolls. He even does some custom baling for nearby neighbors. In 2009, Kevin's neighbor, Randy Haas, and NRCS District Conservationist Ed Thompson got him interested in native grasses. The native grass that interested him the most was eastern gamma grass. He worked with the late Jimmy May of Auburn, Kentucky, a retired wildlife biologist and expert on eastern gamma grass. Kevin decided to apply for the Natural Resources Conservation Service's Environmental Quality Incentive Program in 2009, 2010, and 2011, and was successful all 3 times. In 2010, he seeded his first 10-acre stand of eastern gamma grass at his parents' farm. In 2011, he seeded his second stand of eastern gamma grass, which is about 8 acres. Although Kevin is modest about it, he has one of the best stands of eastern gamma grass in the area. In 2012, he decided to diversify his native warm season grasses and seeded a 10-acre stand of switchgrass. His 2012 contract also included a field border, which is used to increase habitat for wildlife. During the planning stages with NRCS, they determined a stream crossing, animal trail, and fencing out the creek would improve water quality and create access to more pasture, so a rotational grazing system could be implemented. Once the cattle were fenced out of the creek, the cattle needed an alternate water source, so a watering tank was also planned. With his 2011 EQIP contract, he completed the fence, watering tank, and the stream crossing. He completed the animal trail with funds from state cost share. Kevin has also applied many times for the County Agricultural Investment Program, or CAIP. Although he failed to acquire funds the first few times applying, his persistence has led to him qualifying for the program the last 2 years. With the CAIP funds, he has built a fence, a bullpen, a weeding pen, and just this last year, a feeding area and a watering facility. All of these projects were steps in improving his farm and completing the ultimate vision for the farm. It's taken him a lot of work and a bunch of patience, but with the help of programs like EQIP, CAIP, and State Cost Share, and technical advice from agencies like the Conservation District, Natural Resources Conservation Service, and University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service, his plan for his farm is coming together. He said, "If you are willing to make the investment, so are they." He said that staff such as Ed Thompson, Alan Arthur, Steve Ewalt, John Stork, and Linda Grizel are always very helpful and are a huge asset to Northern Kentucky. Kevin has always been a conservative person by nature, but is always willing to take a calculated risk after studying ways to improve. In 2013, Kevin experimented with making haylage with help from a friend. He said that this experience has changed his whole perspective on ways to produce a quality forage for his livestock. Farming for Kevin is a hobby, but a hobby that pays. It's a quality of life, he says. His goals for the farm include producing more with less, which he said was important with the rising population and decrease in farmland. His main goal for the farm is to leave it better than he found it. Water quality is an important issue with Kevin, which is why he wanted to fence off his streams and put in a stream crossing. Kevin has had many experiences on the farm throughout his years. He has learned life lessons, what hard work is, and the benefit that comes with it. Kevin is disappointed that his children will never experience all the hard work that goes into a tobacco crop, but he's sure his children don't share the disappointment. He hopes that growing up around the farm has given them a good work ethic and has kept them grounded. Congratulations to Kevin Rust on being selected as the 2013 Cooperator of the Year.